really well. This is a whole lot of stuff to kind of go over. So remember, part of this is the lessons I want you to learn. Everybody pretty much has got this, and you know where you're going to come in with that. We don't really go out really high. I want to stop it more at an expression between the expression and the root. Okay. Eventually, now this is not part of the flow, but there's times if she punches, I may just stop it right here, you know, on the shoulders. Okay. If she punches the other one, and I just go to this other one. Okay, now I keep all this out. Now I have my elbow to come in, right? But what we're looking at is 1, 2, I want to feed this. Now some of us call this asking for hands. In other words, we really expect this to happen. But now we can exploit this. Now, in our regular training, I would just take this and come up, and we do our arm bar number 6. Or I can take it and go to a 7, but I whip her down here. Okay, now I've changed her angle, all right? Just for the drill for this evening, and that we're going to work on in the next few weeks, I'm going to come across here and I'm going to turn, but she's good. Her fight's still in her. So she's going to punch, and so I've got to clear this and cover, protect myself. I'm going to roll when I come through. Now, this is nice version. This is less nice version, and I get a nice little wrist lock that's in here. She's going to pull this out. I might get a little arm bar in here, I might not. I'm not going to worry about it. If it is, it's a good day for me. All right? If I didn't get it, it's a little bit better day for her, but that other hand's going to come flying up right about now. So I've got to protect myself. Okay? Now, my principle is still the same. Notice that I have bent my legs. I'm coiling my energy. As I come through, I'm still going to cross her arms. I haven't let go of this. It's one of the few times you'll see us grab. Okay? And I'm still just kind of more pulling. Later on, you're going to find I'm just really hooking from here, but I want here. But if I feel that she's a little bit sweaty, I'm going to use this. But I'm going to pull this across her body, and I'm going to come here. This foot goes past her. Because what this really is bam. Okay? So the actual technique of this for the flow, we're going to let her get out of it. But when I cross this, if I stand here and try and get through, I don't have, this is for, remember our elbow? Okay? If I'm here, I want to get tied up before I get there. If I step past her and still keep her arms locked, my elbow aims for her ear. Bam, that's what I'm after. Okay? She's going to get out of that. So I'm going to actually let her have it. I'm going to come through, I'm going to strike here. At the same time, I'm controlling this arm back. I'm going to hit, I'm going to hook, I'm going to step back and frame. Now here, I'm going to give a little bit extra love. Okay? And I'm going to hook in here. So just, let's just see, this is what we did the other night. She wants to then go for my legs. So I'm going to stop here. This is what Miguel had tried to say, can I come at you full force? I did. Instead of this, I went here with the elbow to stop. But she comes in, I take ridge hand, I hit the side. I'm going to roll her head up a little bit. I'm going to put it underneath my solar plex. I'm going to brace. Now, I still like using this. This works really well. Okay? So now I'm also I'm being nice. This is the less nice version where I get really deep. You okay?
Yeah.
So I come in nice and deep and hit. I roll her head so it's underneath my rib cage, my solar plex. I push on that shoulder. I connect with 4. Notice that I'm crouched a little bit and I straighten my back. I don't have to go far. Okay? Now from this then, I'm going to dig in on the side of her throat. And it's a guillotine. I can either use my thumb, this part of my thumb, my base of my thumb, or my forearm. And I'm going to move her head off to the side, and I'm going to crank her down. Okay? I'm not finished yet because we're just rolling. I'm going to grab this arm again. I'm going to get a shoulder lock. I'm going to grab the chin, create this. Once again, remember this frame? We were working with supported elbows before, supported arms. I have this. Now, I'm going to knee her, but just before, now this could be a fish hook. I'm not gonna put my fingers in her mouth. This can be a fish hook, and I'm really working past here. This could be the nose.
Ooh.
This could be the eyes. Okay. For training purposes, we're going to do the chin, and our fingers are going to go to stomach 4 for those of you who are familiar with the meridians. So I'm going to come here. Now, just before my knee makes impact with her chin, I'm going to let the chin go. Boom.
Oh.
Okay? So you get a little bit of spring action that comes in. So I'm here, and I go, boom. Now, at this point, I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to do as we do for our knife wrist locks here, okay? She's going to pop this elbow down there, and she's going to punch. I'm going to scoop. She's going to punch there. I'm going to here. Same thing we did. I'm going to block that. I'm going to come here. That's kind of where we are right now. I'm going to clear this. I can do the same thing here that I want. I can clear over here if I want, but she's going to punch me again. We're right back to where we started, but on the other side. Now when I come through, watch me pivot this foot all the way around. I'm here. Now I'm going to come back across because she still doesn't like that. Go figure. And she's going to give me an uppercut. I'm going to catch it. I'm going to roll this across. I'm going to trap the hands, and I'm going to palm to the liver. If I have a knife, if I want to punch, I like palms. Here, 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 here. Grab the other side, pull. You know the song, shovel punch? Come back around, shovel punch into the spleen. And that floating rib is where you're going after. That's kind of when, that's about halfway through where we have this so far, okay? So, they only saw this last week, and they didn't get this one, okay? So, this is the flow we're building with. That'll teach you what do we do, how do you answer, and how do you do this in flow. Now, she's gonna have strikes and things that she's gonna do as well, okay? So it's gonna come up, she's still not gonna win, but you know, we trade turns, okay? So,
I'm still not gonna win, Sensei.
but then we trade, so it's, okay. All right, so it's about 9 o'clock, let's line up.